Sparkfest. So we're doing this for the third year. We started in 2017, so now we're running it for the third run. So it's gonna be an annual.
Who are the speakers?
So raise your hands who are speakers, panelists. Okay, and then
Panelists, speakers,
speakers and panelists
Okay.
on the stage. And then we also have what's new this year is we have what we call Spark Tank. So it's an avenue for entrepreneurs to be able to pitch and
Wait, wait.
consult.
Let me start again.
Okay. So from where?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
From the start.
From where? My
What is Spark?
what Spark? Okay, so I'm Patch Dulay, the founder of the Spark Project. We're the hosts for Sparkfest. So Sparkfest is our annual conference, which aims to inspire and enable creative and conscious entrepreneurs through different talks, through a conference type environment. So we've been doing this for 3 years now. So we started way back in 2017. So now it has been an annual community event for the Spark Project. So this year, we usually bring in different entrepreneurs and thought leaders in their respective fields to talk about what they do. So we have different panels and talks that's happening, like what's happening right now. And then what's also new for this particular run of Sparkfest is that we have what we call the Spark Tank. So it's a way for our attendees to be able to have more focused mentorship with different entrepreneurs who have been gone through the same journey as theirs. So they sign up and then it's like a pitch. They can pitch or consult any of their business ideas and then they can get feedback from it. So here with me are some of the speakers, also speakers as well as the mentors also that we invited for Spark Tank. So basically, parang the people around me are really have we've worked with a Spark project in the past are also our alumni of our crowdfunding website.
What's a crowdfunding website?
Yeah, so the Spark Project is a crowdfunding website, so the sparkproject.com. So it's a platform for entrepreneurs to be able to use crowdsourcing to crowdsource money from the crowd to be able to launch and start their ventures. So some, raise your hands kasi hindi alam tayo. Some of the people here have used our website to be able to spark their ventures. And then,
before we go into details, maybe you could do a round of names so you know also what their products are or what their projects are.
Okay.
okay. Okay, so maybe Pe.
My name is Nikan Ko. I'm the founder and CEO of Nipa Brew. So we are a local craft brewery. We're based in Makati.
I'm Rafi, the co-founder of Bubu Backpacks. We're a social enterprise based in Legazpi, Naga, and Bujika, Marinas Sur.
Hi, I'm Diana. I own the School of Satchel. So we create premium leather bags such as this sample. So everything is locally made. So
I'm Louis Poco. I'm affiliated with Gouache Wax Canvas. We also make wax canvas bags. But today I'm here for with the Bloom Fields as a musician, and we're doing a crowdfunding campaign for our second album.
Hi, I'm Jin Chong. I'm one of the founders of Happy Lifestyle. So Happy is a social enterprise that works with urban and rural communities. We work with different kinds of woven materials. So we make shoes and bags like this. And so we partner with communities based in Payatas, Batasan, and Ifugao.
Okay.
I'm Christian. I'm a design professional. I'm the co-founder of 8020, which is a learning platform for digital professionals to upskill their life, basically. And aside from that, I'm head of design at First Circle.
Hi, I'm Trish. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Woven. Woven is a social enterprise that aims to craft greater opportunities for artisans around the Philippines, and we work Primarily with right now with Basay Samar, yung mga na Yolanda, na tayo from Yolanda noong 2013, and we're going into other reading communities around the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Fatima. I'm actually an entrepreneur and I am a supporter of Sparkfest. So I have my own company. It's called Digiteer. It's a software development company, but I am also a part of TechShake.asia. It's also a media company that supports startups and small entrepreneurs. So we have an aligned vision with Sparkfest.
Okay, for the last 3 years, what has Sparkfest done?
Sparkfest done. So, well, I'll start. Well, with the Spark project, the crowdfunding website, I'd like to talk about that. In the past 5 years, we have sparked over 73 projects and raised over 7 million pesos for these projects to be able to start or scale their businesses. That's for the past 6 years because we started the Spark project, the crowdfunding website, in 2013. For Sparkfest, so Sparkfest that we started 3 years ago, it has grown from actually a good trivia about Sparkfest. The how it all started was through crowdfunding. So we had this brilliant idea, or we had this idea of since we are an online platform, we wanted to move things offline. Like, how can we bring together all these great people and encourage learning and shared learning and experiences amongst entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs? So with that, I go, okay, let's create. Why not create like a conference where we bring all these together? And of course, when we were with that idea, we said like, why we didn't have the funds to actually, we didn't know how to get it started. So I thought of, since we were doing crowdfunding then, why not crowdfund this whole concept to life? So we through our website, we put a campaign about pitching the Sparkfest, like it being a conference where we gather creative and like-minded people and entrepreneurs. And and we were very surprised with the turnout. We were very surprised with the support that we got through the crowd. So we were able to raise around 200,000 pesos to get things to get things started. And that was 2017. And then from there, we did the very first Spark Fest, and then after that we felt like the response of the conference was very positive, that the people and attendees were looking forward to seeing more of it. So we decided to do it the next year, last year. And we did it now. Because of that, we were able to also meet partners, like-minded partners like Globe Telecom, who were very supportive with what we were doing. And it was the very first time that we hosted it here in Globe Tower. So because of that partnership, we have been doing Sparkfest here since then. And then we also branched out last year from Sparkfest Manila. We also did Sparkfest Cebu. So we did it last year. So this time around, we're doing Sparkfest 2019 here in Manila, and we do have plans on bringing it to Iloilo sometime this year.
Okay. What was the response of would-be entrepreneurs? Because mainly the problem for young business-minded entrepreneurs that they have the idea,
Yes.
but when it comes to the market, it's not clear what their market is, and they don't have the funding for that.
Right.
So how were you able to help them?
Well, I think that's it's like just like here at Sparkfest, through the talks and through listening and learning from the speakers we line up every year. Our aim is for these entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, to be able to learn from their journeys and be able to apply it into their own entrepreneurial journey. And also, like what we have this year, which is Spark Tank, what we've learned from the past attendees would say also that, oh, I hope I have more airtime, I have more time to consult with our speakers. So this year, that's how we wanted to make this experience more valuable and richer for them by having Spark Tank, an opportunity for them to really consult face to face with entrepreneurs who have also made it.
I'm just curious, what happens next after a young entrepreneur pitch
Mhm.
their ideas to you guys?
So there's no we of course we encourage them to pursue it. That's what we're all about, to spark their entrepreneurial ventures. If they are ready, once they have if their idea is ripe enough for crowdfunding, they can go and launch their campaigns on the site.
Can you tell us a little bit more about launching?
Launching. So they simply just go to the website, thesparkproject.com, create an account, and then from there, it's like creating your own fan page in Facebook. It's as easy as that. And then you just need to prepare certain things like your project pitch and a video perhaps, and think of rewards that you can give out to your supporters through when you do your campaign. So us at the Spark Project, when we receive campaigns, proposals for campaigns, we review them and we see how we can help them improve it further. So that's with crowdfunding. In other cases also, we try to connect them with people who can help them move from their next milestone.
So are we talking about from suppliers and
Sometimes, actually, I didn't mention about the exhibit area. So what's nice about the exhibit area is we want to curate um, exhibitors who are also enablers like us, who provide services that can help these entrepreneurs level up. So it might be through digital marketing or through different products and services that small startup enterprises can benefit from. So that's it's really also nice that we also get the support from fellow enablers of startups who are there outside showcasing what they can offer.
for our young entrepreneurs, when did you realize that you needed to upscale your product and services?
I have a different one though. So maybe best if
Yes.
a product based will answer first.
Product-based.
Yeah.
So when did we realize we needed to upscale?
Upscale.
Well, of course, when the demand was already growing, and the community wasn't supplying enough yet. So there's a lot of things that go into manufacturing. When people started to ask and our products were out of stock, we knew it was time to grow our business. We knew it was time to look for strategic partners. Syempre, yung designs nalalaos. So, a lot of factors go into it, but basically it's reliant on the demand and also the supply of our communities.
Yeah, so during our campaign was very fast during gouache. We only had the prototype, and the thing is, when we showed the prototype on our crowdfunding website, and this is a Spark page here, it was really fast. So we had a lot of orders, and in fact, a distributor was already interested in picking up our products. And the thing is, the products aren't existent yet. So again, it was still a crowdfunding campaign. So we had to scale up again. Again, we're not even considered a startup. It's a project pa lang. And what happened at the time, we had to scale up immediately. We had to hire again bag makers, and we had to come up with a system. So we had to adjust fast because the campaign was really effective, and it's really started us again. So yeah.
How about the three of you?
When did you?
No, when we pitch our project sa Spark, parang several months pa lang into rebranding the business to Google Backpack. So we rebranded. So I think Mr. Kenkoy Philippines naman grew na after 2 years, but yung decision to rebrand is because also of parang the idea that we need to upscale then the products already. So with the help of Spark, we're able to raise enough funds. Actually, almost 300,000 pa ba?
That's good.
Almost
That's a good
300,000
start.
pesos to help us in product development, ganyan, and officially launch Google Backpack. So I guess parang Spark is our enabler talaga doon sa pag-expand ng business and sa pag-reach ng mas marami pang tao because before we were just selling sa networks namin or sa schools, etc. But now, parang it legitimizes the brand. So, yun.
Mm.
For School of Satchel, because the brand has been existing since 2011, but then I got to know Patch through a common friend, and then it was very timely because that time, as what they've mentioned earlier, you'll know when you need to scale up and the demand is there. And since before, but with the name itself, School of Satchel, we've just been selling satchel type of bags, but then we get a lot of feedback, increase if we have like a laptop bag, etc. Like a different design. So as for any business, syempre parang yung backbone din niya would be your financials or cash flow. So when you expand, it's dependent on that. So my challenge before was really the very tight cash flow. So meaning this is my capital, so I can just grow by this much. But the demand is here. We can serve it, but I can't. So I talked to Patch, and then I learned about how Spark project works, and then I met a lot of alumni, and they were very happy and successful about it. So through Spark project, we were able to launch our very new collection, the laptop bag. So until now, it really sparked that collection. So we were able to raise around 280,000 for that. So we got a lot of pre-orders, like similar to Gouache. Like even the product is not yet there, but it made us really motivated. Like, okay, we can do this. So thank you, Spark.
Thank you.
I think scaling up is in every entrepreneur's DNA. Parang, entrepreneurship is about taking risks and really running away with it and growing. Kami, we are in food manufacturing, so that's beer, and we can't bring down costs without scaling up. So we, from day one, it's really about scaling up. Diba? So we really have to. It's not even about for us trying the market first and then scaling up, but like, sige na, we'll figure out. We'll figure out when we get there. But we have to scale up quickly to lower costs. Especially as a food, it's very competitive. Yeah, but I think it's the passion that keeps us growing, even though how hard it is. We all persevere to grow.
Now they have already scaled up. How they had yung purpose ng returning the investment to you guys, to the neighbors?
To us,
Yes.
yeah, for us kasi the reason behind Spark project and our mission is to enable. So our success for us is measured through the number and through the impact that the enterprises, the ventures that go crowdfund at Spark Project do. So seeing them succeed and also creating, the impact that they're creating in their respective communities or in their respective industries, for us, it goes back to us. Parang it is representative of also of our success as a platform because that's what we're set out to do. To be able to provide opportunities for these entrepreneurs to be able to start, spark, or scale their different businesses. So we want to do more of that. Yeah.
How many entrepreneurs depend on your platform?
So since we started, we've had around over 70 plus projects since we started in 2013. So yeah, most of them, if not like more than half of them, are enterprising ideas. Some kasi are also cost-driven, so they're community projects. But more we have a slant towards or more focused on encouraging entrepreneurship locally. Because we believe in like really the Filipinos or the Philippines, we have a lot of untapped talent. So it's just a matter of talent building on talent. So entrepreneurs building on the talent that we already have in our country and using entrepreneurship as a tool to level everybody up. Yeah.
In the last 3 years that you've actually dealt with the different entrepreneurs, what was the most, what's the trend for products and services?
For based on our experience when we started and maybe until today, because Philippines, if in if you observe Philippines, since I mentioned it being talented, most of our talent comes from crafts or like things that are made by hand. May it be weaving, may it be banigs, making bags, making shoes. So we're highly skilled and artistic, creative in that sense. So it also shows in our website, in the Spark project, a lot of the projects that get funded there are product-based businesses that these entrepreneurs work with certain talents, maybe shoemakers, weavers, bag makers, and innovate on those, and that's what makes it, kumbaga, patok, or
Okay.
makes it
You
interesting
mentioned,
for people.
yeah, sorry, you mentioned patok, diba? Are these demands based on actual market preferences?
What do you mean?
You know, what the market wants.
Yeah, so well, we attract a certain. We notice that we attract a younger generation, maybe millennials, who are always looking for something new, something innovative. And what's nice also that we also attract a certain type of entrepreneur who wants to put their own twist in what's traditional, or parang using design and using creativity to be able, and innovation, to be able to put something maybe as common as a bag, but make it into something very unique. So those are the types of people that we attract to the site, and it you can see through the trends, or through how we've had projects in and out in the past 6 years, that yun, parang people respond to that. So the meeting of millennials right now, if you would describe millennials, they would like to support or purchase products that are more mindful, more conscious, and on the that's the demand side, and on the supply side, we have these entrepreneurs who also want to do business that are more maybe ethical or more conscious, and our platform serves as a meeting place for both of them to kind of like spark things, make things happen.
Okay, what are the challenges for this that you've seen so far? That they're having difficulty of actually pushing themselves up to the level of real branding that you see in the malls, things like that.
What challenge? I think it would be, yeah, it would be better if
Yeah,
our entrepreneurs would share with us their challenges building their
First, he's just gonna leave because yes.
Thank you so much for
But
your
you can
time.
catch him again in a few minutes.
Okay.
Alright, on our end, I guess also the scalability. If you work with communities, there has this aspect of how much they can make, and if you're not gonna overextend naman their capabilities. For example, in our case, we work with mothers. First and foremost, they're mothers before they are weavers. So you have to work with the givenness of the communities you work with. So for us, we try as much as possible to communicate with them na, okay, like how much can you really make, how many can you really make in a day, and how much they are paid, is it fair, is it not gonna take them out of their responsibilities as a mom. So I guess those are some of the challenges on how to balance the two in terms of the capacity. Because for example, in our case, when we expanded not just to shoes but to other products, that also entails a lot of intricacies in making it. So we had to really make sure first that they want to do it. And you're not just forcing them to do it because that's what the market wants. Kasi your community is also your client, if you would look at it that way. You also have to address their needs and wants in the same way as you would address the needs and wants of the customers. So for us, that's it. Finances also come into play, especially since if you want to pay fair, your cost of products are higher. So you have to consider that in your pricing. You don't want to be a dole-out type of entrepreneur na, okay, I pay more but I can't price it high enough to make money. So there has to be a balance as well. That's why our pricing is competitive. High but not too high that the market won't want, but high enough that we can compensate our weavers with as well.
Okay.
Uh, well, I guess one of the things is we're still like young. I mean, we're at the start of our businesses. It takes time, takes hard work. At the start, it's only us and our partners, or like a very small group in the community that we have here. So it takes a lot of time, and the reason why we're not yet in malls, you have to take into account the overhead expenses. You have to. There are so many costs to running a business. On top of that, you have to think of the marketing, the operations, the communities, as Nin said. Everything about running a business, we have to do it on our own at the start. But then as we're expanding, as we get to know all the people here, our network, I think it becomes a little bit, um, if not simpler, at least a little easier to bear with the people around here. So yeah, it's difficult because we're still small, but we're taking the necessary steps to grow, and the finances, of course. Yeah.
What challenges do we experience with competing with international brands and retail stores?
Just a general question. What
Okay.
challenges are you meeting now in pushing yourself up?
Actually, ano nga siguro the challenges that we're experiencing right now is the products are doing well, and in fact, yung problem namin is supply. Uh, we have a hard time. Mahirap rin kasi mag-scale up ng mabilis na biglaan. Kami kasi we just wanna take it slow. We wanna grow the business organically. At the same time, that works for us because again, yung community namin mas tight, and mas easier yung creating systems within our enterprise. Um, so yun, I think the challenge, what do you call this? I think kung nagko-compete tayo sa mga international brands sa retail, I think our products, local products, Filipino products,
Okay.
are different. Are different from them. We
You don't go with trend,
we
or you
do-
make trend?
There's a trend.
There's a
Yeah,
trend.
there's a
trend.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's definitely we local Filipino entrepreneurs, we definitely feel that there's a coming support na rin for local products. I would say as in we notice like retail stores have departments for locals only, and it's I think I don't know, it's very exciting. The industry is
Yeah.
very exciting for local entrepreneurs, local product makers. Yeah.
So, for the challenges, like for the School of Satchel, as mentioned, it's been around since 2011. But I'm not the founder. I bought the brand from a friend. So it's been on a hiatus for 2 years. But my husband and I are on the lookout for local brands. We really support even for music, film. So even for the products that if we can buy like local, we really do buy. So when I learned about the School of Satchel, my friend is trying to sell it, so I bought it. I acquired it. So the initial challenge was to relaunch the brand because it's been very competitive yung market, and then basically until now I feel it in terms of feeling ko main challenge is most of the people are still influenced on buying international brands like imported, parang they have this notion na imported muna before going local. But I'm like I agree with what he said na yun nga parang if people can only see that we can create products at par or even better with the international brands or like designer brands. But designer didn't like we design our products. So parang if we can only put it out there, so yun. But now what's good about it is yun din siguro with the limited capital that we have, and then the demand is that's organically growing. So we also experience like out of stock. Like if you look at our Instagram, like new product, sold out or limited, but it's not a marketing campaign. It's really limited. So maybe that's the one of the challenges also.
So your campaign is based mainly on digital.
Yes,
platforms,
majority digital. But I put out one like a showroom, a store in Shangri-La for people to see because since as mentioned earlier, what we do for sure, I'm sure medyo align kami sa lahat ng in terms of the cost aspect. We don't want to sacrifice yung back end. So we really invest on the people who work with us. So maybe it would help if a lot of people can educate the market na yung iba, local bakit ang mahal? So parang they don't know the true cost na hindi siya mahal talaga. Parang it's enough to sustain the business and then the people who help us put our brands out there. So it's not mahal. Mahal namin yung nag-work for us, kaya siya mahal. Parang gano'n. So, yun.
Ako parang I'll dwell more on that kasi parang it's difficult talaga to compete with international brands. Kasi sa amin, sir, kung retail lang kami nag-focus, wala kaming laban sa Jansport. Di ba? Parang you'll buy Jansport over your Google backpack. Di ba? But I guess the challenge is to really put the word out there na social enterprises in the Philippines are very much serious in, number one, developing good Filipino products, and at the same time, pushing forward the agenda of our communities, the communities that we've been working with. Parang yun kasi yung, that's the bias, that's our bias, di ba? Parang while we want to put out good products, di ba? Pero ang priority namin is yung communities namin. And may cost kasi yon. So hindi kasi ito parang feel good, ganyan. Kasi we do real community organizing work there. And also yung pagbibigay ng appreciation doon sa Filipino products, especially hand-woven products. Kasi actually hindi lang siya hand, buong katawan yung gumagalaw pag nag-hobby. So baka may iba pa tayong term na ma-develop sa hand-woven kasi lahat ng katawan mo gumagalaw. So parang hindi mo lang siya mapepresyohan ng dapat 5 pesos lang, ganyan. So yan yung difference kasi ng social enterprises. We're not even parang giving shade dun sa other businesses. But that's how difficult yung business framework of a social enterprise. Because yun, working with the community is not easy. Parang it takes some time to develop your relationship with the nanays, di ba? Kasi marami nang nanloko sa kanila eh. So,
I was about to get that.
yeah, marami nang loko sa kanila. So parang kami, we've been working with them for almost a decade already. Pero ano pa rin, talagang may trust issues pa rin minsan na lumalabas-labas. Especially if your business is growing. That's number one. Number two also is to parang train your community to be professional in such a way na hindi pwedeng ma-feel lang nila that mga hobby lang sila forever, di ba? That they have a demand or stake in your business. So parang yung transforming or influencing them to have an entrepreneurial mindset din on their own na parang dati nagbibigay lang sila ng hobby kahit mali-mali na yung hobby kasi yun yung demand ng business, di ba? Pero may pagde-develop na rin ng sariling dapat maganda yung product natin kasi community din natin nakasalalay dito, etc. So, ako parang more than the business aspect, parang mas nag-dwell kami dun sa challenge pa rin to really put the word out there na we are also helping communities.
Yeah, I just wanna add lang din. Kasi parang, yun nga, these are, I think kasi marami rin sa Pilipino na medyo na namamaliit like artists, yung ako, do one artwork for me. Oh my gosh. Do one artwork for me for free, drawing mo lang naman eh. But the thing is,
Viral na yan.
yeah, diba? That's very common for like, meme nga siya nga sa internet,
Yes.
diba? But the thing is, yun nga, kami, the people you work with, the communities that work with, the craftsmen, these are artists eh. And I think they deserve more than just like a minimal pay. These are good artists, these are good craftsmen. So we put value talaga on their work. So that's one of the challenges, I guess, na experience namin. Kasi these are artworks, these are art pieces, lahat ng mga products na nagawa namin. Yun nga, so we value their craftsmanship, and we hope that the Filipino people, that everyone could see that this is art, this is nice.
It's art, it's
Yeah.
not mass-produced
Yeah.
na para lang
Yes.
bumaba yung price tapos.
Yeah. And I think, sorry if I may, an important thing that you don't see, you may not see us in all the malls, but because digital media
Yes,
is
of
so
course.
accessible to all, like with Spark also, we get the word out through internet, through social
Okay, I
media.
was about to ask a question about that. Sorry.
Okay lang.
I wanted to know if social media is enough to push your marketing value up. Is it enough?
Sorry. Would you like to
Oh.
add pa ba dun sa challenges? Sorry, I totally like made it kasi go like this. So,
I think the challenges are outdated business policies and regulations.
Yes.
We are
Yes.
we are playing with the giants with the same. We pay the same taxes. We say, I mean, you know, the amount of money I pay for government statutories, pati lahat ng taxes. I could hire more people to help grow the business. But we have no tax breaks, we have no even a startups, parang ganun. So,
Yes.
yun, masyadong even yung playing field na like you know, we have the same, well, we're just mixing the same playing field as those na sobrang laki din ng capital. So, and sometimes it's not even kasi alam mo yung mga very smart business practices ng mga bigger corporations.
Yeah.
So I think that's our challenge for the smaller entrepreneurs these days. Well, hopefully with your political.
Well, right now, are you still connected to the platform, all of you? And do you actually need the platform in order to sustain your business? Or are you totally off the grid right now and sustaining your businesses on your own?
Right now, I'm crowdfunding, but for a different, I'm crowdfunding again,
Mhm.
but for a different project.
Mhm.
It's for an idea. But I think pwede naman mag-crowdfund anytime if I have like one. If any of
Yeah,
us has like an idea in mind for our current, we
Mhm.
can always do it again. Pero siguro nga, I guess, siguro hindi recommended na you can crowdfund all the time.
Yes.
Yun,
Mhm.
siguro
Mhm.
ganun, no?
So right now, lahat kayo
Nag-graduate.
Yeah,
Graduate.
So they were in the
Ganda.
process, in talks.
Mhm.
Patch pa.
Mm,
Or
How
ano,
difficult is it na ma-approve nila sa
sa platform.
ma-what?
Ma-approve.
Provide, and if ever you get the funding, how fast do you get it?
It's,
From
it's gonna go straight in
Straight to
your
your account.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like
So they're
real
not
time.
even a middleman.
Like
They're
real-
just there.
Yeah,
In
there's
fact, we will be giving them.
It's like a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, if I may ask, I know there's an interest for this. And is it bearable?
Yeah.
How much is it?
I think right now it's at 7.
Yeah.
Percent?
Reasonable. Mababa.
Very
Mababa.
So it's like when you partner with Spark, it's like you get a capitalization at the same time marketing campaign also. So like it's a two-prong approach.
Yeah.
So it's not just to crowd fund for the financial aspect, but it really helps you market.
But what initially, how much are you doling out?
Depende sa ano eh. Depende sa how your campaign.
Depende sa campaign
Depends on the
mo.
campaign or on the product. So you have to know if what you're launching, how much the cost will be.
So then Spark will adjust to your.
Yeah.
For,
Yes, right?
just to give you an idea, when nag-start kami, ang labas lang namin is 3,000 pesos, pero we were able to raise 200,000
That's big.
pesos. So,
For a startup.
so if you,
For-
so basically if you ask yung Gosh nga, ano yung capital, is just 3,000 pesos because we started with that one bag, photo lang ng bag, tapos kami na lang nag-picture, nag-video, kami na lang, kung pwedeng ikaw gawa ng same campaign using your own camera, and if you're creative and you can just do it on your own, you can do it for a very small cost.
All right, let's.
Basically, yung capital nila is you're just the product. That's it. So Spark is just getting, yun nga, hindi siya middleman eh. You just get the 7%, which is reasonable. It's lower than the bank. So then, picture lang. Kahit picture, kahit maliit na
Video.
prototype, kahit video, that's it. So sometimes you don't even need to spend anything on it. You already have the tools that you can use for
Like
those
7% of the
total raised fund through the platform.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are there companies that actually help, like, aside from like the normal online person that goes to the website, are there actually companies that do help?
Actually, yun nga, again, it's a platform. It's
Mhm.
social media. And social media is medyo magic, ano siya eh. Magic world siya eh.
Equalizer.
Ano siya eh. So,
That's right.
from our experience, again, Havayanas company
Mhm.
already tapped us for our own retail. Ano na.
Mm.
And, ayun, that's a big company already. That's Havayanas already. So, inakita nila yung crowdfunding campaign namin. Uy, we want that on our shelves. Yun, so to answer your question, yes, some big companies will see it.
Alright, if I may ask again, let's go deeper sa business sense natin. How many SKUs do you maintain and how are you hitting your sales target? Kasi isang focal point din yun for a business mind na, kailangan ko ganito pala.
Correct.
Um,
In 10 minutes.
Sa akin kasi since food sa akin parang I only maintain siguro mga 5 to 8 SKUs.
Mhm.
Kasi sa akin I supply restaurants and so sila naman hindi pwedeng ma-run out of the same product.
Mhm.
So it's not, for me it's not fashion na I have to keep changing. So yun, ako okay lang ako konti. Sila yung
Sila yung mga
Sorry,
the same.
parang
You have a lot.
probably, let's say, per design. So this is one
Yes.
design. Pinromote ko na, diba? So this is our new product.
And how,
So,
what do you call that kind of bag?
It's a handbag. Body bag.
Any particular name? Di ba
I
may
call
mga
it
name
Bianca
siya?
handbag. Yeah.
Okay.
So, for
Let's
example,
promote
for
it.
this one, I have 3 colors. So that's 3 already. And then maybe like probably I have, let's say, 6 designs, but several colors. So
Colorways.
then,
You go to the colorways directly. Let's see. Different colors na lang siya.
yeah.
Or some similar designs.
Same, like I have this in blue, I have it in pink, I have it in brown, and then another
Design.
design with
Ah.
multiple colors, just to also serve what the market is looking for. So probably sometimes it's 50 SK, up to 50
Wow, that's a lot.
SKUs or 100, but kasi to minimize waste,
Yes.
so I also make accessories, small accessories too. Syempre, ayoko na may wastage, pero din yun.
Yes, of course.
So, we have to really convert, and para zero waste, we really have to convert it. So, that adds up to the SKUs and inventory that we have. So, yun.
So that's conservative, 50 SKUs.
50 is conservative. For me,
Yeah.
Baka iba sa iba, pero...
Depending on the
oo.
season, right? Christmas.
Shoes naman.
Mayroon pang shoes at dami sizes.
Fast fashion.
Oo, hindi kami fast fashion. More of, let's say we have, let's say I have 60. Yun na yun. Yun na yun.
Iikot-ikot
Probably,
na
magdidilista ka ng ibang color and then a new color. But yeah, since it's a classic, like for example, real leather bag. So, yun nga, it's not fast fashion. It's like classic. So, I don't really update much, but more of maybe improve lang the features.
All right. With that, thank you so much to
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
I know you've got to run
Yeah.
because you have like a 4 p.m. thing. Thank you also to
Thank you.
Spark.
We've learned a lot from you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Really appreciate the ideas.
Okay. We hope we have our own. We're bloggers,
And I
and
wanted to
he's
probably
got
try
like a
yung
radio
Spark.
station.
I'm visible more.
Thank you. Yes, of course. I bought one of your shoes.
Kailan talaga I am more, similar what we're doing guys.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I don't.
That I have in mind already.
Tsaka happy
My
yung
cards
Spark
are
kasi parang
like-
they create this community, created this
One day they're
community.
there, and next day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have this card? Do you have it?
Try and see if I still have.
I'm part of the government right now, but
You didn't get your names.
Stanley,
Stanley.
John, Edsel.
Edsel. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you. Actually I'm inspired.
Please add us and
I will.
follow us Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, salamat. Ay, malingaw.
Patch is available.
I bought one of your like the white shoes.
Okay.
Well, I'll get in touch with you.
Yes, please, please.
Makonek ako sa inyo mga sa si Diane.
I was already liking it.
Related to business.
Really cool, sir. This is my Instagram na lang, and this is our brand, Guash.
Alright.
Yeah.
The number is
I'm also the part of the, I'll leave my number.
Wow,
You're sitting by the panel.
Thank you.
So, actually, you kind of
Kasi actually, I crowdfunded for a
But are
for
they
my
crowdfunding?
brand.
It's just a conference. Kasi it's a tech also, but we're mixing
cards
products.
kasi this
So,
is-
starting out session.
Alright.
So, this is the bigger ecosystem. Each the price is a
Okay.
So,
I'll get in touch with you.
yeah, to get in touch with you. Because we're gonna have this shoot.
Okay.
So, invite siya.
Okay.
But everyone also is invited, even the ones who attended this year will be there. We have a social enterprise section. We have
Alright. We're gonna take give your contacts to them.
I will share with you. So this is for another conference though.
Okay.
So it's another conference. This is for tech
Alright.
startups. Social enterprise is part. And
I already have your like your first designs.
I wanted to reach
I got
out
from
to you
long
guys.
time
We
ago.
want to cover
It
the
already looks like trash, but it's still there.
Let us know.
And by the way, nakakakuha ko ng mga feedback sa
The only thing is
mabilis kayo mag
I'm gonna send you
after
my
sales
contact
support ninyo is good.
Program that
Kasi yung mga things about if it gets broken or ano, mabilis sila. Actually, pinalitan yata yung bag eh.
So they also get the media. So I can
I have a nice show. It's called Tito
My
sa
bag,
Tangkad.
just
So,
okay.
so we can talk about
Thank you.
Nice
Nice meeting you.